down the line, we will get that fight. That fight was still.
Devin the Dream Haney, the richest in the city.
The situation with you and Dev.
Yeah, I never fuck with Cuz.
Why?
Cause Cuz never fuck with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where like, me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times around Devin Haney and we 24 fitness, playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And nigga just never never even looked me in my eyes. Nigga never showed me respect. Like nigga never. Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. Like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sunned you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bitch ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga.
What's the situation with you and Dev?
Yeah, I never.
Devin Haney has now fired back at Keyshawn Davis, and what initially seemed like a routine call-out has suddenly exploded into one of the most talked about situations in boxing right now. It all began after Keyshawn Davis' latest win, when his confidence was at an all-time high and the message was crystal clear. He wasn't looking for just any fight. He was calling out Devin Haney directly.
On your hit list next, everybody. Devin Haney. Why is that the fight for you?
Let's go.
His father in my DMs keep screenshotting stuff that we saying. I don't know what he's screenshotting it for, but Devin Haney definitely on my hit list, and we making that happen 2026.
And the way he said it felt intentional, calculated and loud enough to demand a response. And that response did come. Devin Haney didn't dodge it. He didn't downplay it or act like it wasn't worth his time. Instead, Haney made it clear he's open to the fight, and his tone told everyone exactly what they needed to know. This wasn't playful. This wasn't respectful admiration. This was a champion reminding the division that he decides who gets elevated next.
Devin Haney. I feel like me and Devin Haney will be it'll be an easy fight for me, bro. Like super easy, bro. Like, and I know I would stop Devin Haney. I've been saying this, bro, before the Ryan fight, bro. He just don't got nothing for me. He got nothing for me. Like, you don't got no power. You got nothing for me to worry about. Like, what are you gonna do to stop me?
Got you.
And what I got coming with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't got nothing to even stop me. His defense is not that good. I feel like I got better defense than him. I know he fought better opponents than me, so you know what I'm saying? So I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just feel like I got better defense.
Out here that do take steroids, and you could tell that guy was off steroids. And you know, I actually know a person personally that his career changed. He was the top prospect doing great. He fought a guy with steroids and it changed his whole career. It changed how he talked. It changed everything. So us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry. There's no other word to put this. You're a bitch. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You do not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life, a daddy's boy, making sure you've been straight all your life, and now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't even not take it. Granted, I wasn't in there fighting Ryan Garcia, but you asked me how I feel. You just took it always as suing and all that extra shit. I feel like, bro, you saw.
And that's exactly why this matchup has instantly taken on a life of its own. Stylistically, Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis creates real tension. Haney represents control, discipline, and elite-level ring IQ. His jab, footwork, ability to manage distance, and shut down aggression have frustrated top fighters for years. Critics say he doesn't just beat opponents, he slowly drains their confidence round by round. But Keyshawn Davis brings something completely different to the table: momentum, athleticism, fearlessness, and a belief that Haney's style only works as long as opponents respect it.
Draw a line between a guy getting rocked and dropped on multiple occasions from a person that he was supposed to beat easily.
Right.
If you look at his boxing skill, you look at what he had done to Kambosos.
Yes.
I mean, he just boxed his face off. He looked fantastic in that fight.
Last thing I'm gonna say about Keyshawn Davis. He called somebody out after the fight.
Devin Haney. His father in my DMs keep screenshotting stuff that we saying. I don't know what he's screenshotting it for, but Devin Haney definitely on my hit list, and we making that happen 2020.
Davis doesn't see Haney as untouchable. He sees him as a problem that can be cracked with pressure, speed, and a willingness to take risks. And that belief is exactly what has boxing fans divided. Some analysts think this fight would turn into a masterclass for Haney, arguing that Davis is stepping up too fast and would be slowed down, neutralized, and picked apart over 12 rounds. They point to Haney's experience in big fights, his championship composure, and his ability to force opponents to fight at his pace. But others believe this might be the most dangerous version of a challenger Haney could face right now. They highlight Davis' aggression, his confidence after recent performances, and the fact that he fights without hesitation.
Fight right now because Devin Haney is right back at the top of his game. Devin showed that the weight loss was probably causing him to not have as good punch resistance, and it also probably wasn't causing him to have as much power or explosiveness as he has. He showed tremendous power, tremendous punch resistance in that fight against Norman, and for him to do that means that the weight was probably an issue. Now, if Keyshawn comes up, or if they even do a catch weight, a 143, 144, it's going to be a very interesting fight because I think Devin has more tools and more IQ right now, but Keyshawn is different. So you gotta have that intangibleness about him, where he can be a different guy when it's time to be a different guy. You can never count him out. However, if I were pushing Keyshawn, I would have another fight or two before I fight Devin, just for experience purposes. And if I was Devin, I would try to jump on it right now before he gets those couple fights, because the more experience he gets, the harder he's going to become to beat.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight for Keyshawn Davis. And I think in many respects, Devin Haney too. You can't take Keyshawn Davis light. He can really fight. He's really like that. The weight difference is a concern, and it's a fair question. Is he ready now? Is he ready a fight or two from now? But that's the fight, really. If you really want to scream, I'm back. That's the type of fight that you want, because obviously it's in the Turkey Al-Sheikh universe, and that's a fight that's going to get made. You're going to make a career high payday. But if you are able to beat Devin Haney, brother, when I say the sky's the limit, the sky is the limit.
They argue that if Davis can push the tempo, make it physical, and force Haney into exchanges instead of a chess match, the entire dynamic of the fight changes fast. That's where the drama really explodes, because this isn't just about styles, it's about timing and momentum. For Haney, this fight is about control, shutting down the noise before it gets any louder, and proving that the next generation can talk all they want, but the results stay the same. A dominant win would reinforce his status as one of boxing's most technically sound fighters and silence critics who claim he avoids danger. For Davis, this is about acceleration, skipping the line and proving that confidence isn't arrogance if you can actually back it up.
A new respect for Shakur. He's so trash in that fight that now I see the difference between boxing and dodging hits and running so you don't get hit. Yeah. I clearly see the real. So Shakur, whatever I said, if I said anything, I don't know if I said anything, I apologize. You are a great boxer, a great defender, bro. Because what Devin Haney did is running. That nigga ran, bro. The only thing he didn't do was turn his body that way, because he ran, bro. And the bull wasn't even like a good fighter for him to run from. So the shit was crazy, bro. Like, that's why I said Rolly need to fight him, take his belts, and then let Ryan fight him so they both can go out on the bang. Because both of them need to retire after this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Devin Haney was the most boring fighter in the dance sport. But at least Devin Haney tries to knock people out. It's just Devin Haney just has the inferior, genetics. God. His genetics are beyond horrible with his sloppy legs and his weak body frame and all that stuff,
A win here wouldn't just elevate Davis, it would completely change his career overnight. That's why the boxing world is going crazy over this debate everywhere. Opinions are split. Fans are arguing about who controls who. Some call it a mismatch, while others say it's exactly the kind of fight that exposes champions. And now that Devin Haney has fired back, this no longer feels hypothetical. It feels like a collision being talked into existence. Because if this fight happens, it won't just headline a card, it will define a year in boxing. One way or another, someone's reputation is about to change forever.
If the Devin Haney fight doesn't happen, is that someone you like to fight?
Yeah, for sure. I love to fight Devin Haney. Me and Devin been had a little controversy back and forth for some years now. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. And Bill and Haney been in my DMs, DM me and stuff like that. So I already knew what they was coming to the fight for. I'm gonna be real with you. They was coming to fight to watch me, for sure. And since that I won in spectacular fashion, I feel like, let's get it on, let's fight. You know what I'm saying?
What was always the issue most of the time, this is what the fighters, not the fighters always want to see the great fights, but the fans would love to see this. What do you think is going to be in the way of making a fight Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney. What can actually make that happen? Because there's so many layers that have to happen for a fight of this magnitude to happen. What do you think needs to do?
I mean,
for it to happen right away?
For it happen right away, if it make money, it makes sense.
Yeah.
To be real with you, like me right now, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm gonna be real with both of y'all. I'm in a position to where like I can stay at 140 and I can just go crazy at 140. I don't have to go up to 147 to fight none of them fighters.
Right.
I'm making the decision to go up to be great. You know what I'm saying?